decider, so anything's possible. I would have come in today having AMKAL as my favorites, but after map number 1, I was bringing that into question. Now, maybe order has been restored, but it is Nuke.
It is.
And it is going to be the T-side start from AMKAL. Pistol rounds eluded them on map number 2. Let's see if they can kick things off in style. Now remember, even if you do lose this series today, I'm not trying to give you a way out if you are one of these teams, but there is a last chance qualifier. 3 teams from Group A, 3 teams from Group B, all being eliminated in a 2-3 fashion. Will get to take place in a last chance qualifier, but we got pace.
We got a lot of pace and a bullet in your face. Travis is gone. Dilladez starts as he means to go on. Now, across with the bomb, spotted though. Klax will relay that information and Dilladez has already dipped down towards Decon. Crad to take the fight, gets across, that's the bomb down. Dilladez a double, and now Disbalance down to Crad. Oop, shooting each other. Now Dilladez can relocate, gonna tuck himself in on the site, closes the door, not raised in a barn. Still presence towards this top side, glowiing concerned about the potential, and actually Nickelback is activating. He's working towards the hell position. Klax has got the kit.
This is a good gap from Nickelback, and you want to allow him to work before making a final commitment.
And okay, Nickelback has been spotted out. Now, he'd have loved the kill. Klax is going to drop off. Brad is found seized. Oh, he thought he had a headshot there, not far off the mark. But they are, you know, they're spread out and they're keeping the pressure on the CTs, keeping them guessing as well. You've got Nickelback in heaven, or you had Nickelback in heaven. Seized had a little bit of pressure from Crad, but not anymore.
Bomb looks like it still could be heading towards B, however.
It does. 4 by 3 does not adjust. Instead, it's Nickelback with a clean one. 2v3 now. This is a 2 versus 4. Can they really fumble this? Not in Seized watch. A double kill from him on the pistol.
20 seconds.
Ooh, Forrest. Woof! Forrester gets a face full of lead, and Seized has come to play today. He's almost got the same amount of kills he got on Overpass.
Yeah, that's a nice one there from Seized. A very impactful round. And the fact that he's happy to take that heads-up fight, the most impressive for me was after he was spotted towards the clock position, more than happy to saunter forward and take that initial duel. And speaking of initial duels, that's Dilladez with the opener. There's his follow-through. Got a little bit awkward in the vent with that team tap, but Seized, proactive approach. Beautiful shooting.
All of them were very nice from Seized.
Yeah,
there he is.
With that one.
Got to be full focus though. He's not roaring. He's got a job to do.
The Zeus out here in the hands of Forrester.
He-sided Zeus.
Yeah, I guess you're hoping for some aggression in towards lobby. It will not be the 4 spy from AMKAL. No plan, no chance.
A Deagle and a Zeus walk into a map. And it likely will end as a bit of a joke for AMKAL. Nothing for them here. Crad's going to have a go.
Maybe they just recycle this, see if Crad can take a couple of pot shots. Should be able to identify the position of iDISBALANCE in a moment. And now, that's it. I have to take a different angle of assault. Flashback, glowiing, happy to oblige, and iDISBALANCE will get the better of him. So you see, just pushing back, taking that space as Travis runs out, knife in his hand, says, hello, everybody.
Giving it a good go. And Icy making that Deagle sing. Nice first. Disbalance spots him out on the red container. A pot shot taken. And a lovely combination. A bullet to the face. Disbalance will close. And they get that second round under their belt.
Yeah, only 1 casualty as well, so that's going to feel good. We know the AKs are coming out now from AMKAL. So what is their opening assault going to look like? Do we just get a standard smoke wall approach, force those rotations, or do they have something a little bit funkier in store? Well, smokes are plenty. They do have 4 of them invested. HE available as well to blow open that squeaky door.
Is there going to be pace to this? Let's find out.
Ill-advised against some of these SMGs, wouldn't it? Squeaky is blown off. Doesn't look like it'll be the smoke wall play towards Yard, but a look in hut. Forrester having a glance. Forces utility out. Back and forth exchange. Light tickle damage done. Just 3 points of health lost there as... Sorry. What?
That's a nasty one for Dilladez. You can see there his corpse just towards the Tetris box. He's caught out by the spray of Forrester. Sees adjusts himself in his chair as he realizes they're already down a man.
Interesting, because they had 2 HEs when they brought into this round, so I wonder if a second was used there to manifest, or Forrester Just has Smoko vision. Regardless, a great leg up into the first gun round. What is this? So he's taking a more aggressive stance over towards Secret.
Well, he's certainly going to offset the crosshair of Crad. Oh, if he had just pulled the trigger, he's right on the money. Not to know that, of course.
You kind of wish that glowiing had never taken that fight.
Almost, yeah. I mean, now they're at such a severe disadvantage. It's not going to be comfortable. Clack's investigating lobby. That's exactly what Forrest has been waiting for. And yeah, it should have been a bit more lethal than that. Clax is lucky to have gotten away with just 23 points of health. 5 alive. This is going to be a real changing of momentum and tempo. Clean headshot for Forrest. That keeps going. Can they keep 5 alive, or is iDISBALANCE going to be able to disrupt just a little? Bomb down on the low side.
Well, that's good that you get in between Crad and Forrester, the two of them. Been in a couple of majors. I think Crad, the most recent with 4s, if I remember rightly, in Paris. He did look a little bit out of water with that team, didn't he? He had a bunch of like anime haircuts, and then you had Crad. But iDISBALANCE, how many can you take down? Oh, the first with ease. The second knows your position, but will still be able to course correct and control. But with 6 eyes turned in your direction, the bomb yet to go off. It's all about survival. 8 bullets remaining. Nickelback, the final frag. And it's between Nickelback, Crad, and Forrester. They get all the work done. That entropic core of Once Upon a Time reunited and looking to get themselves back to another major. Now, this was the opener. Oh, it's just a spam. Bloody hell. Wonder if there was a sound cue or anything to give him away. That's great from Forrester, isn't it? Manifesting a beautiful little opener. Also harassing that hut push. Well, more Zeus hijinks in play. Clax, Dilladez, and iDISBALANCE.
Triple Zeus. And taking the max to go farm him up. Get out of there, iDISBALANCE. You're a dead man after the Zeus. He gets himself his kill. Be happy with that one. If the other 2 Zeuses could find some action, you might have some weapons to be retrieved and something to be said about this round. But instead, it's going to be C's going down, USP's pushing in, and Forrest is having a lovely time as this lobby lurker. Just farming up some freebies, padding the stats. And glowiing, dead as well. Nice awareness from Forrester. He's in it to win it. You can see that there's a lot of passion from Forrester. You can frame it that way if you choose. But he's definitely been, wearing his heart on his sleeve.
Yeah, there have been some oopsie-daisy rounds, I would say, for AMKAL, where his frustrations have shone through. But I love that, just straight ramp. Even though they lose the kill to the Zeus, it's not just a drib-drab round, it's all in. So they're able to keep putting the pedal to the metal, get all the way down towards that lower site, avoid any more issues, and tie things up 2-2 as 9 Pandas bring back out the rifles. iDISBALANCE into his signature weapon, the AWP.
Let's see what we got here. Protocol util. Molly in a smoke to contain. Crad loves to occupy this position outside. Trevor's throwing out the 2-smoke wall.
Yeah, and as we can see, plenty of bodies to march behind this. So is it all about getting down Secret? Well, glowiing. He thinks so. Clears the smoke, sees nothing, but did he hear the footsteps?
Crad's down, but the bomb is not. Ooh, they're gonna have to go now. And the spam solid from glowiing. Great reposition, great awareness. And now they're crossing, exposed to heaven, sees things better and fighting it. 3 down with the bomb.
Nobody's rotated just yet. I think the first port of call probably shouldn't be iDISBALANCE. He can keep the AWP posted. It's seized.
Oh, he's gonna get caught on this door swing. Readies his aim.
Here comes the smoke.
And perfect from Seized. Advances the position. 3 versus 5 as Seized gets the multi-kill to secure the round. Crad and Forrester. Make it just Crad. Didn't get spotted by Seized, so that's a free frag. Picks up the bomb. A bomb plant goes a long way, fakes it out. Trying to force these rotations, hoping he can catch a overextension, but they know it was a fake. They know he's looking for something.
20 seconds now.
Go and plant Astralis and hope that the Clax push is a bit slow. Punching in the code. They'll push in unison and deny.
Well, they can drop guns. That's not going to be a problem. There's 3 players with 7k plus available on the AMKAL side, so it'll be enough to make things work going into the next round. Maybe he was looking for a bit more damage to create difficulties for the buy, but this was great. You saw the second HE come through. That caused some real issues towards Yard as far as that cross was concerned, but Seas with some masterful work. And Clax, you need to be aware of that squeaky lurk. Forest are going to be there more often than not. Happy with that one as the fist bumps come in. And a tactical timeout called. Now I see equipped with an AK. I think he's probably dropped one as well. I just need to send one more. But are they trying to discuss if they want an AWP or not on the T side? Maybe that's why they want to these extra 30 seconds to talk things through. Might also be knowing that the bank accounts will run dry. And so the AWP has been bought. So AMKAL making use of these 30 seconds. Full buy is taking shape for both teams. Now, if they know that the smoke wall is going to be disrupted again towards Yard by multiple HEs, maybe they want to post Icy's AWP up behind it to punish. Well, let's find out. Extinguish. Pep in his step.
Yeah, Icy definitely wants to fight. Glowing's been causing some problems. And he will get punished if he tries to cross back to CT Blue. That's the line held now by Icy. Tight line. But so is the one Glowing's working with. Seized has already started to hedge his bets secret.
Well, there's nobody silo, so this is actually pretty decent for Seized. Or
yeah,
it was.
It was. That's a perfectly timed Molotov. And the HE actually going for damage there. So chipping away at Icy. Susceptible to spam, and bullets connecting, but look at them accelerating. They are looking to fight for this once again.
Seas will have heard the steps, so noisy, knowing players crossed and harassing, still is Glowing.
Really good work. Two of them, the walking wounded. C's got to play this perfectly here. He just needs to drop the incendiary as soon as he catches a glimpse through that tiny gap. There it is. And there it goes. No smoke, you'd have loved one.
His rotation will be iDISBALANCE from ramp, so they can set up some pretty potent crossfires if he is in the site.
They are just going. Look at this. Oh, the rotations are slow. Seized might need Disbalance's help sooner rather than later.
He's going to drop in dark.
That's a play. It's one hell of a play.
But he was noisy, surely.
He was very loud about this, and it still doesn't stop Icy peeking into the AWP. Spots out another. There's the bomb retrieved, the AWP as well. Big find from Crad and Travis combined. Glowing, can you do anything more? No, you can't. Not at Travis's watch. Covers nicely. A double ramp rotate for the retake. Diladez, Clax. Progressing forwards, giving it a good shake of the stick. Eats the flash, Critters Crad. He's lucky to have gotten away with his life there. Travis is low too, but Clax loses his head. Can you do it, Diladez? No, you can't. Travis, a 4K, his first 4 frags, and it's round defining.
And they were harassed outside early. That's where he took the majority of the damage that he sustained within that round on that smoke cross from Glowing. Seemed all in vain there, didn't it? They threw bodies on the line. That first shot from iDISBALANCE was great, but Crad immediately getting his grubby mitts on that big green to take his shot back, pinned in position, knowing iDISBALANCE has to peek. Seas can't connect the dots, and then Travis happens.
Oh, low HP, low ammo, and 2 headshots to secure the round. Very nice.
Important round, and you can see the ramifications immediately. 9 Pandas can't get a grasp on this CT side.
Yeah, they're
Pistol
in trouble.
conversion, but not consecutive gun rounds.
Again, the same. When they know they're on a low buy, they'll just take a couple of MAC-10s, and they'll take the space. Now, Seized has got all the info. They didn't clear him, but what's he supposed to do? Oh, Forrester, good check. Good awareness. They get the bomb down, everything lining up nicely for an AMKAL 4th.
Actually quite fortunate, because look who was late to the party. It was Nickelback who has the AWP. So obviously spawn-based as to why Icy's running in early with the MAC-10 in hand. But if they didn't clear out Seized, and then he got an opportunity to get that kill on the AWP of Nickelback, that would be a nice little weapon to carry through the next round, and nobody was there to help defend. But pace, AMKAL, brutalizing 9 Pandas now.
Yeah, Disbalance is going to stick around. Maybe he can find himself one on the way out. He won't.
Nah, but why not have a look? He ain't hurting anyone. Death and Glowing will go down with the ship. But keep in mind, 2 MAC-10s retained. So I'm sure one of them will head back into the hands of Nickelback. Icy will get back his prized possession of the AWP. iDISBALANCE will invest into one of his own, but I'm just taking a look at a couple of the spawns here. Do these MAC-10s have good spawns on the T side? It doesn't look like it. Crowd is towards the back of the pack. Nickelback's not far off, but also I don't necessarily have to throw aggression in towards the mix.
No, certainly not.
So retaining both of the SMGs.
Yeah, Icy Fancies his chances once again. Quick smoke out from Clax playing top hut on the FAMAS this time. All of smoke's erected. Forrester spamming away, as always, from the lobby position. As Disbalance has decided to start the AWP this time. So Seized, boosted up. What have you got? They're surely going to clear him. They can't find him. They can't find him. They've got to work this one out. He only takes down the MAC-10, though. So a big find from Travis. Disbalance, this might catch them off guard. The AWP already here on control. Nails the first. 2 across. Doors are open and shot missed. Disbalance needs help now. 20 HP. He has the support of Clax.
It's a secret flank. That's a problem.
That's a big problem. Icy, though, it's an AWP. It's suboptimal. And Clax nails the headshot. Disbalance as well onto Nickelback. Only Forrester remains. And the Flames have found iDISBALANCE early. It's Clax to close with the FAMAS. Nice rotations there as an AWP is recovered. So there's the 4th for the CTs, and they're going to try and string something consecutive together. They will not want to see a quick and immediate response from these Ts.
I think what's positive there, if you're looking at it from 9 Pandas, is when they were each tested on the pass, they get the opening kill, right? C's got his, iDISBALANCE got his. And then that Icy flank could have been the difference maker, but Clax, good awareness, turns around, gets that kill. Icy could have really had the round starting to spin out of control. AWP retained, AK's picked up, and util there for those consecutive rounds that you were just discussing. And there is enough for the buy on the AMKAL side, but again, they're opting to take a timeout. I think they want to try and get the lion's share of their hard work done in this first half of play. Them going into the next, it will only be that 1900 loss bonus, but neither team has been able to establish a loss bonus thus far. And that's going to be miserable scenes more so on the CT side, if anything.
So you can see there on the round recap, Pistol going the way of 9 Pandas, but that didn't stop them from conceding overpass.
No, that's true. Won both pistols, didn't they?
Yeah, so at this point, you've got the pistol. You do need to start posting some consistent rounds. Ideally, in an orderly fashion. Disbalance. Feels like he has to be the difference maker. Oh, betrayed by the spread of the flame. Now, the lick will force Travis into a defensive position, throws out the flames to deter.
Yeah, they're staying active with it, aren't they? And they really like this orb over towards ramp. So knowing that the smoke walls are extremely potent, what's the point of just sitting there looking at Grey? As he will poke a hole in one for now. But it is Crad who will even make it across as they start to dissipate. So room taken. He'll be grateful for that.
Nicely done.
They want to try ramp again, do they? The AWP at least. util being juggled, bomb picked up. The AWP over towards the ramp position with the support of C. So you can see him hovering around.
Yeah, he has a HE. Could perhaps do significant damage with that if he's feeling brave. Flashed off the AWP. C's actually rotated down, so he's not immediately able to retake the space. Nickelback, not ready for the angle. Good play from C's. Now he falls away. They're jumping, they're chasing. He can't track him. Forrester, a huge frag. Dilladez is down there, but it's an AWP he's taking the fight against. And missed shot from Icy.
Flank.
And the flank, ooh, Crad, perfect. The fact he's onto Dilladez there, and Glowing's his next victim. Crad has made it looking very easy with 7. But these two have secured the round.
Yeah, looking to save here, aren't they? You could understand that Seized, he was rotating because he was aware that Secret was given up, right? That lack of information at a certain point, they knew that somebody could have slipped across. That's why when I saw Dilladez rotate Vent, I was very surprised, because that's one of the worst rotation points that you can go for if you think someone slipped down Secret. Still braved it and could have been a difference maker. Just wasn't aware, was he?
No, and we saw Crad's early cross.
Yeah, that's the thing, and he made it after the smokes, but they didn't know what happened before. So regardless, it should have been something considered. Little details now, coming back to Plague 9 Pandas, and this is where the pressure is at its most.
And that's off the back of the timeout, Chad.
Yeah, so making them work, aren't they, AMKAL? You reflect upon the scenario you find yourself in. You win your opponent's map pick as 9 Pandas, and you stomp them. It was 13-6. The way that you turn the momentum around in that game. You move over to Overpass, it's your map pick, you get the pistol round, you think we get 3 or 4 rounds on this T side, let's make it 5. They only walk away with 4, but you think that's more than enough. Pistol on the second half of play, but 4 straight rounds from AMKAL to secure 12, and then they pip them at the post 13-11. Here we find ourselves 5-4 scoreline, 2 saved guns, and now it's 9 Pandas' turn. We were asking the question this morning, what happens if you do find yourself in that last chance qualifier? Well, we're from Group A. You still have to wait about a week. It doesn't kick off until next Friday, the 23rd. So these teams will be provided with prac rooms, space at the hotel, and they will be able to hang around, continue to refine their craft, take a look at what the teams from Group B of the EU RMR have to offer. And there are some larger names in Group B. I think most people would agree it's a little bit more stacked. But now Pandas have stacked up the chips and they've walked out with what they consider the best purchase possible.
Oh, look at this. They're just trying to run at them, changing the pace on them, and it's Forrester, the first man in, and Klax and Dilladez, the first men out. A round that ends before it really began for the CTs. That is brutal, just charging straight up the top side. One back short, disbalance on the AWP, but nothing here for the MP9 and FAMAS have seized.
You can't be overzealous with the hunt, but I would like to see a hunt. Right, they've already boosted Forrester up in towards the heavens, so they can actually close down quite a bit of space. Oh, aware of that. iDISBALANCE, not bad. And the reason I said you don't want to be overzealous, you don't want to tempt them too much into this retake. Now, none of the individuals on 9 Pandas have a kit. That may have been a bit of a difference maker. But with the bomb quite far gone, will retain their weapons yet again. 6 now. Half hasn't been won, but they've got at least 50% of the rounds available.
Oh, yeah, they'll be very happy with that one. Icy going down is a bit of a tragedy. But there's the AWP recovered. Krad does manage to get his hands on that. So, 6 on your T side of Nuke without the pistol.
And you've already decided to shove. So do you shove again, right? So the sense is, do you get drops from glowiing and iDISBALANCE for seized?
Doesn't seem they're going to do that. Instead, it seems they're going to just go for the 3 preserved rifles and have 2 attempts.
Yeah, okay. Well, you better make the most out of this. You'll only get one more quote-unquote full gun round, and it's going to be pretty light on.
He's trying yard. What have you got for us? iDISBALANCE. A missed shot. Goes for the quick scope. His opponent was blind. Krad. Oh, wow. Helped out by Nickelback. And now Forrester, he's actually forward position here. They could have lost his life to the Zeus if he tries his last.
Just looked away, Dilladez.
Yeah, I think it's better peeking out again. They're already going down to the low site. How on top of things are the CTs? Dilladez calling lobby quiet. That's the bomb, though, on red. Icy still needs to get across, but there's nothing really threatening in terms of stopping him.
No, not at all. So it has to be seized and glowing with these retained rifles as the difference makers. Krad seeming somewhat threatening down towards the lower. Now, as they smoke off main, that's quite telling that they want to pressure over towards heaven and hell. Forrester still lingers in towards the lobby. So a cat and mouse game. Oh, back towards lower.
Ooh, Cisco's looking for Forrester, doesn't manage to find him. And the USP headshot gets another rifle for Dilladez. Have they got more to say? Nice find, glowing somehow survives, and oh my god, Klax with just a P250. He contributes as well. Travis trying to run him down, trying to make this clutch a reality. The first is great, the second not possible. Dilladez good for it. And 9 Pandas, they'll make it work with 3 rifles.
Yeah, you're more than happy with that, aren't you? And this is where the story started on Inferno. They won around with a couple of saved MP9. Sure, it was a much juicier of an investment carried over from the previous, an AWP and 2 rifles, but they still pack a punch. Is this the resurgence for 9 Pandas? You need 6, it feels like, going into halftime.
I mean, yeah, I'd categorize this as a recovery more than anything else for 9 Pandas. AMKAL have really made quite the statement here in this first half of our 3rd map here. A spot at the Major, up for debate, and we'll be 1 half away after this final round of the half. iDISBALANCE, he's on his way, nades the doors.
Yeah, smoke missed. You saw it on top of main, so there's a massive gap for glowing. It's still quite precarious. There's another one layered on top. Still, the gap persists.
Dilladez. Oh, glowing's done a lot then. Krad had Dilladez on his screen. Glowing holding the smoke that Nickelback plans to, or considered, to play the fade of. Trying to play ahead of this, flashing himself in. Glowing blind as a bat. Beautiful play. Nickelback's got away. Oh, but Dilladez still playing around. The smoke has profited another. The vents are seized, causes a distraction. It's working. iDISBALANCE is up. He can help. He can contribute. It's going to be some combat AWPing required of him. Clearing out the lobby side. They're not going to be expecting hut from iDISBALANCE. Covered by Travis. Icy gets the bomb down. just going to be a question of timing here. Now, iDISBALANCE is posted. Surely C's makes the next move. Or not. Molly first. Travis has to go wide, gets away. Now they're looking in the wrong direction. Maybe C's can get this frag time. It's really becoming a bit of a factor here. They know there was one CT Ven. They're communicating rapidly. This next frag is everything. Travis has done it. And so have AMKAL. 7 T-side rounds puts them in pole position to collect this major spot.
Oh, and you just go through that round and you think the util looks good. You hear the singeing, you see the flash, but C's doesn't want to go wide knowing that he's susceptible to so many different problems. What if they've postured towards T-Ven, CT-Ven if he was going to go too wide? They're a main as well. So just not willing to force out was seized. As we do see 9 Pandas now having to really turn their fate around on this T-half. AMKAL, from a frustrating start to the series to what could have been a dominant win on Overpass, to a strong showing on their T-half here on Nuke.
I think the kind of the residue of that Overpass is present here on Nuke. If they get both pistols as well, Chad, and it still slips through their fingers, that would be a really harrowing way to be condemned to the last chance qualifier.
And you look at the run here for AMKAL, they open things up with a loss to Enterprise.
A bit of a surprise.
Yeah, definitely so. One that they would have been heavy favorites on this very map. A win over NIP on Overpass 22-20, a loss against Fnatic, and then a 2-1 victory against Falcons.
Well, that was huge.
That was massive. Overtime victory on Mirage.
Oh, yeah, watching that one was car crash television. Ouch, disbalance. Snipes Icy with the P250. That's spicy.
Yeah, good to see iDISBALANCE not backing down.
Oh, nice shot. Forrester nails glowing with his USB long range. And, oh, 1 to the face. He's on 1 HP hitting the glass. It's just saved his life there.
Dillade's just sacked up the space. They're not even ready for seized.
Yeah, they weren't, but now they are. He's let that one go. Taking lobby control. Clack's aware of the possibility. Now trying to keep him at arm's length. Seized will finish what Disbalance did start. And, ooh, hello, Clacks. You got 3 players charging you down, and he's handling it with class. 2 dead. As it seems, a 9 Pandas pistol is theirs. Travis knows where Clacks is.
5 bullets to his name.
Well, what are you supposed to do here?
A door closed in front of him. Sound cue required. Announces his presence as Clacks is having none of it.
No, thank you. I would like this round, and I feel like my teammates have worked hard for it with my help. A double kill on their lobby press.
Yeah, it's just that opening shot from iDISBALANCE, right? And that goosh onto Forrester. He has no options available. Finds himself stuck out like a bit of a sore thumb on towards the top site rafters. He falls, and at that point, so does the round. So 9 Pandas will draw things back into a 1-round game. Travis looking to retain this armor. Having a look for him. Sees he's coming. Noisy. And goes down with the bomb. No kill for you, Travis. How many Zeus come out here from AMKAL? We see both teams attempting to get involved in the new meta. I see having a rough go of things. The CT side on Nuke is where he can really turn his fate around. Only 3 kills to his name so far. A lot of the work in the early stages of that T-half were done by combinations of Crad and Forrester. Travis had some impact down towards that lower side with a big 4K round.
Yeah, I mean, Travis is making a strong case for his debut at the Major. Icy, the 18-year-old of Kazakhstan.
Standard smoke wall yard. Nobody behind it, so rerouting back towards lobby will force the rotation through from AMKAL regardless. We can see Yuto being lined up on the roof. So looking to lay in the site with flames most likely will be that of 9 Pandas. Here comes the hit. It's just Crad in the back of the site. Mac 10s, he hears them coming and can't get anything done. So Crad isolated on his lonesome. 9 Pandas force the rotation. They make light work of AMKAL's eco, understandably so. Now it's just about not giving anything over if you're the 9 Pandas. Spots one up Secret, finishes him off, and now it's just a bit of a shooting gallery. Forrester and Icy fall. Travis now noted, and iDISBALANCE will take him down as well. So it is just going to be Nickelback. But they took an eco. Allowed 9 Pandas to tie things up 7 apiece. And where they've done a lot of their better work has been these gun rounds. Let's see, AMKAL, can you pick up where you left off in that first half with the rifles in hand? How many more twists and turns do we have coming our way today? We've got more matches of Counter-Strike here for the PGL RMR's 2024 first CS2 Major. 2 more games, 2 more teams to qualify. Now, if you're worrying about what status of the teams, I've seen some of them tweeting about it, that'll all be determined after the LCQ comes to its conclusion. Needs to be a whole seeding process. Smoke wall towards Yard again. Nobody aggressive. 1's up, 2 and 3. Quickly follow. Seized at the tip of the spear. Oh, and immediately chunked down to 7 points of health. Icy laser beams him with the Silence M4 at range, but the tail is where the better damage needed to be done. Nickelback with a jump spot, smoke in hand to delay. 4 players down for 9 Pandas. It's all about the finish.
Nickelback's defense, how well and effectively can he delay? Oh, he's taking a lot of damage. The nade is perfect to finish the job.
They're in.
Yeah, Seized hitting that headshot. Oh, but Dilladez needed that. Yes, indeed, he did. Consider the damage dealt to Seized by Icy. He's barely hanging on, so it's going to have to be the rest of them. iDISBALANCE, what can you do? Glowing in support. This next fight is everything. Are they considering their options? Are they considering the push? They were, but they look away. Oh, Glowing, only the one. And Seized is dead as well. AMKAL will take it. I thought for a second there might have been more to say about that, but it does really hinge on that Forrester frag, rather. Dilladez fumble.
100%. And right, he knows that the player was spilled outward with the flames, but he wanted to track him before he could do any assault to his teammates, and just not being able to connect the dots. That is an impact kill or not, right? It really depends on which side of the server you're standing on. So the difference could have been made right there and then. Still was going to be a difficult one to win considering the weapons on Seized and Glowing. Both of them seem to be operating with SMGs more often than not, but I don't think that'll be an issue going into the next round of play. They can reset AMKAL with a round victory. So not done yet are 9 Pandas. AKs are plenty this time, no more bonus guns. Travis, however, will have to operate on an MP9. Squeaky blown off. Nades in towards main. Krad harassed down early, but the aggressive maneuver outside of Nickelback nets AMKAL some information. If the smoke wall lands, which we can see it is, they'll know nobody's home. It's all a bit of a ruse.
It could be Nickelback going for some hyper-aggressive flank. Seized again through the smokes. He's having a tough time, but Krad used his bullets a little too early. And now if Forrester goes down, so does the round. Big from Clax. Caught out now. Icy proactive, only the one. And Travis is there. Nickelback's flank we discussed earlier. Leaping from the heavens. He takes him off the bomb. Seized doesn't finish the job now. He's low on HP on the side. Vulnerable to this MP9. This could be one hell of a turnaround. A 2v4 with Nickelback clawing behind him. Disbalance. Surely caught out. Down they go. It's only Glowing. He's going to have to save them. He knows where they both are. Takes the first. Dropping into the site with an idea of where this last player is. Nickelback. Battle of wits now with Glowing. For Hut, looking up and controls the spray to save them. So close to brilliance.
That is a round that really AMKAL should have had no say in. They lost that top side. Krad getting overzealous with the spam. They had all the information, thought he could get ahead of them and did a lot of damage, sure, but his opening death led to the top side falling, scaling in. Great double entry from Clax, but in the chaos, his flank, Nickelback, the in-game leader, the man on your screen right now, it was almost the difference maker. This is the Clax double, out of ammo and pants, into the site, Forrester, flushed wide. Travis with a leap of faith. A lot of impact done there, denying that plant, but Glowing comes in clutch.
Necessary work from Glowing.
And they reset them.
They have, only working with a couple of pistols here. UMP for Forrester. Nickelback spotting out Yard. Sees, might catch a glimpse of him if he oversteps the mark, just on credit card, and so far so good.
I just want to make a note of the previous round from 9 Pandas. The smoke wall that they opted for, even though Nickelback was ahead of it, AMKAL could probably tell that it was a different looking strategy anyway because the smokes landed completely different. Right? They just one was much wider than the other. So if you see that smoke wall again, maybe you expect the same strategy. You might not even need the information of a player ahead at red.
And those are those small details that the pros can exploit. Now Nickelback's hearing all this. That's a gift, really. Is he not going to be?
Gonna go uncleared.
Oh, this is beautiful. Oh, Nickelback has played him like a fiddle. Caught by Dilladez. He's made a round out of this. At least by virtue of finding glowiing, getting an information flowing. Bomb down towards the low side. This is where Krad has been hiding out.
30 seconds, Alex.
Yeah, it gets uncomfortable, doesn't it? Especially if Krad can do some damage. That's a lot of damage. That's problems. Go and seek decon. Forrester's going to be above them already. Oh, if they feel flustered, if they feel rushed.
If they go back up the vent.
They're going up the vent. They are. That's just good. They've sold it. They've sold it well. Just enough time. Woo, they were running on a very fine line there.
That's all on Clax. I think he just came out squeaky door, saw nobody watching, and that's huge. Because if they committed towards that lower site into the stack, they're not accounting for the UMP, and they are dead.
AK recovered. That's
that is
nice.
so fort. Are they still going to give this a go? 2 AKs, a UMP. Why not?
Oh my God, not anymore. Dilladez, solid work. Proactive. He does adjust into Forrester on the heaven. And so I see he's going to reside himself to the safe. But they did give it a good look in.
All right, all right.
Flying by the seat of their pants.
Yeah,
I mean,
they don't know how close they were to absolute disaster right there, do they?
I don't know if we've seen 9 Pandas kind of fall to the same kind of disastrous rounds that AMKAL succumbed to on Inferno, but
Yeah,
that was
true.
That was the one. That was going to be the one.
It looked like they were full committed, didn't it? Because I'm sitting there looking at the radar going, well, if Clax is up the vent and they commit lower, he can't contribute at all. This round is over, but he contributed with the info, with the space, and the round. So 1 round to the good, now 9 Pandas. 4 players donning this jersey. Next to C's, the 12-time major vet, looking to return for his first time since 2018. 6 long years. Counter-Strike, it feels like the game once you get chewed up and spat out, you ain't coming back. C's might change that dialogue here today.
It would be impressive. It would be admirable. And taking 4 new names to the major circuit as well. Trying to bolster that next generation of Counter-Strike players. Speaking of next generation, Icy scoped up on Yard. Looking to secure his first. Smokes are up. Nade is out, no one home. Forrester has actually caught Clax in the meantime. These squeaky players having a battle. Nice shot from Icy. Glowing gone. Krad, ooh, loses his head. Needed that. Sees hit a banger there.
Yeah, need to be careful now how they progress, 9 Pandas. This round isn't done just yet. Even though Seized is low and they're still down a man. Oh, Forrester, the sweep, the clean. See you later.
Yeah, Forrester's been putting in a real shift over the course of these 3 maps.
He's a very good player, Forrester.
Yeah, no doubt about it.
Oh.
Yeah, there was an opportunity. Dilladez, what can you do with this? The double molly heaven, miscommunication. Dilladez hitting shots though. Forrester's such a stubborn defender. But iDISBALANCE, given an opportunity for glory here. It's Icy and Travis. Oh, we heard you coming, Icy. And now it's Travis activating from heaven, spotted him out, gonna take him down. AMKAL, tie it up, 9 each.
Oof, touch and go for a moment there,
Isn't
wasn't
it? Yeah, I mean, this is getting intense towards the tail end. Good shot out of Icy. And it does look like 9 Pandas need a moment. 30-second timeout called.
Yeah, you wouldn't want this any other way, would you? Right down to the wire for major qualification. Name etched into the game. Ability to compete in a Valve-sanctioned event. The first CS2 major, the first major in Denmark, which
blows my mind.
It's still, every time you say it, it just hasn't seemed real. 30 seconds to discuss the purchases available. We can see it coming together right now on our screens. There's going to be a couple of Galils in the mix in lieu of AK-47s. They want to get out this U-tool. Shall we see them still continue with the standard smoke walls towards Yard? The CTs, with some drops, have had no issues getting their buy together either. So we're about to lock horns, almost fully stacked for both these teams. Will there be a change in the pace from 9 Pandas, or will they continue to try and force the rotations? iDISBALANCE putting in a shift. 17 kills for him, 12 apiece for Dilladez and C's, 9 for Glowing and Clax. But Glowing, you can't forget that clutch.
Is this that deviation smoke wall? Gonna be standard.
Looking top poppy, Alex.
It is certainly looking that way.
Oh, this is an all-in, a gap in the smoke.
And Krad actually magnetizing towards the potential push. Nade, good spray, destructive. They knew what was up immediately. Nickelback calling May not a threat, but hang on, has Glowing slipped the net? Has he slipped the net? A gap has arisen, an opportunity for 9 Pandas to resuscitate hope. Not anymore. Travis catches C's progression. Glowing, what can you do? 2v5. But Forrester is unprepared for this.
Needs a multi.
He'll see Crad. Tracks him, turns around, controls the spray, but you're not going to be clearing this angle. It's such a hard clear. Glowing, we're going to be worried about CT vent, all of that. He actually descends the ladder instead, finding Nickelback outside. Wow, he's done a lot there. Disbalance holding on to the bomb in lobby. Travis can start to clamp shut the opportunities for more. Ooh, Glowing found by Forrester. Big work from him. And Disbalance not ready for that. And 10, double digits. Ladies and gentlemen, they are so damn close.
Crad, right? The fact that this time round he doesn't just unload the bullets in order to do damage. This time he actually gets multiple kills.
Yeah, they knew the nade was coming. He just prepared himself, baiting the vent, messing around with them, stands, and he sprays them down.
And that's with an all-in kind of top pop like that. The fact that you get negated on your way in, you put a lot of eggs into your basket right there. It could have even been all of them. Look at this. It will have to be an eco. So AMKAL.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, you see this 11th as a bit of a certainty. Glowing with a HE, bopping off Squeaky. They don't have anything behind it, so maybe just going through the standard paces as... Well, Caesar's bringing out the notebook.
Yeah, I mean, understandably so, right? There's such an opportunity in front of you to go for that all-in maneuver and just to be, you know, brought down to your knees in the first 20 seconds of play. It will take the wind out of your sails, letting the CTs waste their util, throw it out.
I guess for him as well, he's just trying to think, what do they want to call next, right?
But what's available to them?
I don't, like, the smoke walls towards outside is fine. I think it's okay. Yeah. Their biggest issue is getting across without being detected, right? And we've seen AMKAL with the ability to break open those walls and look for fights. I think try and go for guaranteed space if you can. We saw earlier on in the piece when they had the MAC-10s, they were able to get across quickly. C's took a lot of damage, but then the 3 players came down behind him. I think they lost Clax early on in the round in towards lobby, but they did get down. Now the buys definitely resemble something different for AMKAL, but if you can get across that secret side and be a little bit more poised and piece it together, remember, it was that Dillador's fight, with Forrester when he came out of the vent, that could have been the difference maker in that round. So we've basically had a minute and 20 seconds go by, 30 seconds remain, and into the blender they go.
Crad gonna be whirring into action, blends up a nice 3, make it just 3. Forrester finds himself a double of his own design. 11, 2 rounds away from IC and Travis making their first. Nickelback, Crad, and Forrester securing a spot at the PGL CS2 Major.
Well, timeout taken. 9 Pandas will call their third.
Okay, so they've been thinking about this. They just used, you know, essentially that round as a timeout. Combined with this one, it's time for them to work out their final go.
Yeah, well, the coach would have got to listen to the conversation, hear what they were thinking, and also advise from this point. As you can see, it's his turn on the microphone right now. And likely the last-ditch attempt with the buys in its fullest variety for Seized. The dream is not dead. There is a last chance qualifier, but this is your best opportunity. Last chance qualifier, 6 teams, 1 spot. This is a 50-50. You win this game, you're in. You lose, sure, you fight another day. There is a MAC-10 brought out onto the board. It's in the hands of Glowing. He's been operating with these SMGs so often, hasn't he, Glowing? Oh, you need to get the bomb down as a minimum, it feels like, here, 9 Pandas. Make sure you can have something to contend with if AMKAL even win this round. 3 consecutive. You attempted a comeback on overpass. This time they will get 3 smokes down to complete the wall. Icy with the AWP removed from play. Starting secret. Crad, the menace. Here they come.
They're testing him again. Good molly. Forces Forrester forwards, but Crad and him still survive. They get away with it. It's falling apart. 9 Pandas need Disbalance and Seized to do the impossible. Now only Seized. Crad and Forrester are just a brick wall. On this defense, Nickelback throws a couple of shots on the clear of the smoke. There is a gap for Crad to, Seized to work with. One of them will likely acknowledge that. Yeah, it's Icy dipping down the vents with his AWP. Seized. This would be one hell of a way to give your team hope. Picked his moment wisely, picks his path wisely.
Window's open. He's going to investigate.
Yeah, it's very suspicious, is it not?
The problem is, Icy's doing the right thing. You don't have to do anything until a sound cue is made. So Seas takes even longer investigating the time, shrinking off the clock. It limits his options.
No smoke either. You know, getting that bomb down with Icy down here is going to be such a hard task, and he's got nothing to report. So maybe you can assume Decon.
He can plant safe from single.
Goes for it. Icy running him down. It's too easy, and a 12th is theirs. AMKAL one single round away.
Oh, okay, well, Seas, you got something for your troubles.
Yeah.
You'll take the plan. I said that felt like it had to be the minimum in a round like this. 2,900 loss bonus plus the bomb going down will put them in buy territory. Means they can get rifles across the board. Should be AKs aplenty, Galil's at worst.
But, I mean, you got to think about it. That's twice this top site's just been tested, and they've passed with flying colors. Forrester as well, you can see him mollied out of position. He still gets away with it.
Yeah, this time they even landed the smoke wall, right? And it had Icy out of play. He rotated straight down to start the round from secret. So the recipe for success was there, just unable to break in. And you return to the round that they did win. It came down to a glowing clutch as well as a Clax double opener. Hard to replicate rounds like that. We do lock horns. This could be the final round.
We're on the way. Maybe it's AMKAL. Maybe there's more rounds to be seen. The first of the wall. Enough for Seas to get across, glowing in support. Icy has taken that secret stance once again. The nade implies he's clearing that last sight line for an AWP. Little do they know, Icy's already down, poised to collect. Puffing up their chest. Main is occupied.
They're not taking the space.
Smoke is cleared. The smoke is cleared.
It's a hard fight onto Nickelback.
It is a very hard fight, especially considering it's Nickelback. Has he got it in him? Yes, he has. Seas now watching from the sidelines as their hopes of doing it today. Fading away. A man advantage. Crad, have you got it in yet? No, he doesn't, but still, Forrester's a problem. You know where he is. Dropping onto the hut, trying to be elusive. Disbalance has hit a hard shot. Needs another. Clax has provided it onto Travis. A 2 versus 2. Clax with the bomb. And he's got it all to do now. Getting run down by Icy. Didn't spot him. Looking at the floorboards. Icy secures it. And AMKAL are on the way to the major, booking a ticket to Copenhagen.
Oh, the elation right there. That one coming down to the wire, and Icy to get the final kill to make it possible. 2 new names locked into the history books as Dismay on the other side of the server. We got the panel ready to break this one down.